Broadcasting to Stoke-on-Trent and the world. This is Six Towns Radio.
Mr. Ryan Keane, good morning, sir.
Hello, good morning.
I'm going to keep calling you your full name, by the way, throughout the entire interview, more than likely.
All right, cool.
You've got that kind of status. But, so, welcome down to our... I say welcome down. Welcome to Six Town Towers in the middle of Burslem.
Yeah.
So, what are you doing around Burslem at the moment, my friend?
Well, just I'm doing a little radio tour at the minute, promoting promoting my new single and my debut album called Room for Light. The first single is called Old Scars, and so I'm doing a little sort of mini radio tour to go and play it out to some people, I guess.
So where were you yesterday then?
Mainly in the south yesterday. We were in Brighton, Fareham, Worthing, Southampton, and then up to Stoke last night.
Good God. Well, Good work.
Thank you.
Right, well, Ryan has kindly said that he would love to play us a song.
Yes.
So, tell you what, I'm going to turn this down. So, if you would like to introduce your song.
So this is my the first single from the album called Old Scars, which is out September the 9th, and goes like this. Take me high above the ground, up above the city lights. It's better this way around, and please don't let me down. I'm closer than I've ever been. I believe it's coming now. With these old scars, this old guitar. Whoa, it might move slow, but we'll go far. Going back to the ocean, back to where I'm from. 'Cause every time I try to forget her, I just can't move on. 'Cause when I felt her heart was when I felt at home. And I'll go up above the clouds, higher than I've ever been, and I'll never come back down. Just lose me in the sounds, 'cause I know no other way. Believe it's coming now. These old scars, this old guitar. Whoa, it might move slow, but we'll go far. Hey, I'm going back to the ocean, back to where I'm from. 'Cause every time I try to forget her, I just can't move on. 'Cause when I felt her heart was when I felt at home. When I felt her heart was when I felt at home. When I felt her heart, I never felt alone. When I felt her heart was when I felt at home. Back to the ocean, back to where I'm from. 'Cause every time I try to forget her, I just can't move on. 'Cause when I felt her heart was when I felt at home. When I felt her heart was when I felt at home. When I felt her heart, I never felt alone. When I felt her heart, when I felt at home. When I felt her heart, it's when I felt my own. When I felt her heart, it's when I had a home. When I felt her heart, I never felt alone. Then I broke her heart, we were left alone. When I broke her heart.
Yeah! Woo! Good work, my friend.
Thank you.
You should be famous, you're quite good.
Cheers. Thank you.
Right, I tell you what, we're going to go to the adverts and then we will be back. And I'm not going to lie to you, I've got some questions from your fans.
Okay.
They're pretty good. Some of them, cool. I'm not going to lie to you, some of them I probably shouldn't say on radio. But, we'll see what happens.
All right, cool.
Coming up after this.
Six Towns Radio.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Six Towns Breakfast Show with Andy. How's it going? And today, with an actual superstar, Ryan Keane. How's it going?
It's good, thanks. Not about a superstar, but
well,
yeah,
all right.
thank you very much.
Sorry, with a relatively unknown but incredibly good Ryan Keane. How's that?
Thank you. That's fairer, yeah. Better than Hobo, I guess.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you are at the moment doing a little bit of a tour.
Yes.
And you're doing various dates around the country. What's your favourite song to sing?
I think out of my songs, I like. There's one called Trouble, a bit of a bluesy one. I sometimes get the crowd going with that one a bit. That's quite a good laugh.
Good work. Hang on. Oh, sorry. I've got to remember. That was asked by Joan on the email.
Okay, cool.
They'll get annoyed if I don't say. Oh no, Joan said that. All right then. All right. Okay. So you're doing your tour around the UK, and you play into some pretty big crowds. And I was having a look at your bio earlier on, and it said when you first played, it was to a reasonably small crowd.
Yes, the first ever gig, maybe 12, 15 people, something like that, I'd imagine. No. Less than 20.
So a little different when you play into like a couple of thousand people, and they're all screaming your name.
A bit different, yeah.
What does that feel like?
It's pretty insane, to be honest. It's crazy. I mean, the biggest venues I've done have been supports, so it's not quite the same thing as them screaming my name. But I've played some fairly big venues now on some support tours, and it's amazing actually. It's just it gets to a point where I think over about 1,000 people, it's just scary. Whatever size it is, it doesn't matter how much more it increases. But it's really good fun if you can win the crowd over and they're up for it and want to get involved. It's just amazing.
Good work. You said you were supporting some people. Who was your favourite person to support?
Probably Ed Sheeran. I think his fans are really, really loyal and really up for it. Basically, it's really good fun playing to them because they get fully involved and are very supportive. So that was a really good tour actually.
Shout out to Ed Sheeran's fans. How's it going? Talking of fans though, what are your fans called?
I think Kinos is probably what they could. I've never instigated it. It's just been on Twitter that there's been some sort of fan pages and things coming up, and I think that's the general consensus is Kinos. I'm not too sure.
Oh my god, I can't kind of imagine what it must be like to kind of go on the internet and kind of see your name banded around and people making websites for you and chatting to you on Twitter and stuff. And
it's amazing for me. I mean, I've been unsigned for several years, so to have support of other people, in all different places around the UK and some other countries as well is really, really cool. It makes a big difference. The word of mouth promotion is a fantastic way of promoting, especially when you're coming up from a sort of grassroots level with music.
Have you toured abroad at all?
A little bit in France and Norway.
How does that go down when, obviously, do you speak French?
No, I speak a very small amount. I can scrape by. I learned how to introduce my songs and sort of have a bit of a chat. So a little bit. And with Norwegian, no, but they all speak English very well. I always make sure I can say a couple of phrases, so I can embarrass myself attempting to speak foreign languages. But
how does it go down? Obviously singing in English in a foreign country. I mean, is it obviously it's a different kind of feeling in the?
I guess so. I mean, my experience has been really, really good with it. Around Norway, I did a tour of sort of northern Norway, and then in France, I've done a few gigs myself out there, and I supported Ed out there on one of his shows and things. And I mean, to be honest, most of Europe speak incredible English anyway, so it's not really an issue. Yeah. So it's been all right so far. Right,
we're going to go to Twitter.
Yeah,
we've got a bit of a question.
Okay,
Zoe has asked, "Are you single?"
That's a good question. I don't currently know, to be honest. I've been on a few dates recently with a girl, but we haven't had that chat. So maybe is the answer.
So we haven't had that chat. So just to make, if she's listening, just to make that nice and awkward for you.
Nice. It's cool. I don't think she'll be listening. It's too early in the morning, I think.
All right. Well, good work. All right then. So, what's your favourite question you've been asked? Because you've obviously been.
Well, that last one was pretty good. That's definitely put me on the spot. Best question. I don't know. I like it when people just. I mean, sometimes I had an interview once with a guy. It was nothing to do with music at all. It was just the most spontaneous of random questions. Which that was
like a job interview or something.
No, it wasn't a job interview. It was a musical interview. In fact, it was for a gig I did down in Mayfair in London, and it was the frontman of the Hoosiers who was doing the interview. And I'm not sure whether that it was just as a one-off or whether he's continuing to do that. But I don't know whether he was meant to be asking those kind of questions, but it was just random. Just totally random, insane scenarios of saying how, what would you do if you needed... I think it was like, he said, what would you do if you needed to get hold of Justin Bieber's mum and you were being chased by jaguars through a wooded glen or something? And I was like, the question was insane.
Nice.
So that was probably pretty good.
All right, then. So what would you do if you needed to get hold of Justin Bieber's mum and you were being chased through a wooded...
I can't remember how I answered. I can't remember now. It's too early.
All right, then. So, okay. Semi-serious question, then.
Right, hit me.
Where do you get... Because obviously, you're a musician. You need to get your... you need your muse. You need to get your inspiration from somewhere.
Yeah.
Where does your inspiration come from?
Just from everyday life. I know that sounds probably a bit generic and a cheesy answer, but it's true. I write with a lot of honesty, and it's kind of... My writing, I guess, is kind of therapeutic for me. So it's just about everyday life and... observations and friendship and love and loss and those sort of things that everyone goes through, I guess.
Well, yeah, I was reading your bio.
Yeah.
And in your last year of university, a close friend of yours passed away. That's crazy. But you've used that to kind of influence your music.
Well, yeah, that's what got me started as a solo singer-songwriter. I've been playing guitar all my life, and I've been writing for other people and playing for some other artists and stuff, and I'd only really done any singing by myself in my bedroom or in the shower, as I think is the case for lots of people.
All do.
Yeah, exactly. And I'd wanted to do it, and up until that point I'd been too nervous, and I guess after that I realised sort of life is very fragile and potentially can be very short, so I might as well have a go at it, and ever since then that's what I've been doing.
Well, whatever you're doing, it's working. So, good work, my
Fingers
friend.
crossed, thank you.
Yeah. I tell you what, we are going to go to The Wanted and Walks Like Rihanna. Why? Okay. I don't know. It was just there. But then we will be back. So I tell you what, if you want to ask Ryan a question, get your questions in. studio@sixtowns.co.uk or find us on Facebook. Just search the Andy Lloyd Breakfast Show. Get involved, everyone. Okay, so we are back. How's it going, everyone? I hope you guys are having a good time, because I am having a blast, because we are here with Ryan Keane. So, I think the good people of Stoke, and indeed the world listening... Ooh, was that your mobile?
Might have been my mobile.
What?
I just did a Twitter thing about 6 radios.
Oh, all right then, all right. Six Towns
radios. It was the right Twitter.
So the people of Stoke, and indeed the world, would like to know what you've got coming up. Where can we see you live?
Right. I have a full tour in October, sort of all around the UK. I'll be here in Stoke on the 24th, I believe. Yeah, 24th. Yeah, on Stoke, and playing at the Sugar Mill.
Woo!
And then all around the UK. October, all around Ireland in December, and then I think going a bit international next year, which is cool.
Oh, good work.
Yeah.
Do you have any ideas of where you're going yet? Or is it still in the, still in the planning stage?
It's still in planning stage. I think Australia in January, and then around Europe in sort of January, February. The time is the plan at the minute.
It's hard being a musician sometimes, isn't it?
Lots of gigging. Lots of gigging. Yeah, that's the main thing. There's a couple of festivals I'm playing. Lodestar in Cambridge. I think that's pretty much it for the rest of the summer. I've done most of them now, and the October tour is the main thing. The single and album out in September. Yeah, I think that's about it. My schedule.
Have you got any good? Oh God, I've forgotten the word. Backup singers? No, what's the warm-up acts? Oh my God, what's the word?
Support act.
There you go. That one.
Yeah, it's a guy called Gavin James. He's an Irish singer-songwriter. He's fantastic. He's doing the full tour with me, and then actually I'm supporting him out in Ireland in December. So
Good work.
Yeah, favour for a favour sort of thing.
I assume you've met him before.
Yes, yeah. We did
Is
together and
it,
stuff.
I mean, are you guys friends? Is it a good crack, kind of rocking around England and Ireland?
Yeah, no, he's great, Gavin. It should be a really good fun tour, and he's amazingly talented. He's really good.
So, all right. So you're hopefully doing like a worldwide. You're doing an England Ireland tour this year, worldwide tour next year, hopefully.
Yeah.
Where would you like to go? Where would like your ideal kind of couple of dates be?
I mean, the Australia thing I'm really excited about. Anyway, I mean, ideally, just to be able to tour the world, playing decent venues. I'd be more than happy doing that. For a while, that would keep me well happy. Actually, to be honest, that's the dream, really.
Good work. All right. Okay. Couple of Twitter questions coming your way.
Okay, cool.
Okay, Sam Songhurst. What would you rather, pubs or nightclubs?
Pubs.
Yes,
Is that
very much so. Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Pubs with mates is
probably a lot closer, isn't it? A lot more
yeah,
intimate.
Yeah, I prefer that.
Oh no, that's not a question. All right then. All right. No, we've just basically Susan Phillips just says, "Well done hearing you on the show." So good work. Yeah.
Cool. Oh, good.
So I thought that was a question then. No. Right. Okie doke. So we've heard where you want to go. Who would your kind of ideal? Who would you actually no, not your ideal. Who would you love to support? If your I don't know, your tour person came up and said, right, you've got a list of people. Who would you like to support?
Someone like John Mayer would be incredible, or maybe Mumford & Sons, or Coldplay, or something like that. I guess that would be dream scenario. I think.
Oh, good work.
Yeah.
All right then. Right, we've okay. So we've had Twitter, we've had where you want to tour.
Yep.
And so, what is it? I don't know. What would you? Obviously, world domination. But what would you like to see in the future? What would kind of your ideal scenario be?
I think. Just for it to expand a bit more than where it is at now. I'm not sort of in search of major fame and fortune, but certainly to be able to facilitate living comfortably off doing music for me would be fantastic. And I did a little bit of travelling when I was 18, and I sort of got the taste for it, and then went to university, and then I've been doing music sort of ever since. So if I can get to travel the world and see a bit of it all as well, that's it really, I think, for me. I'd be very content just for playing slightly bigger venues and doing it on a worldwide level. That would be me happy, I think.
Well, it seems you've got kind of the hard work ethic going. What was it, 200 odd dates in 14 months?
Yeah, it's 260 in the last 14 is I think what it was. It's been a lot of gigging, yeah. A lot of gigging.
What was your worst?
Worst?
Not obviously not. I'm not going to say. Oh no, the crowd at Bath were terrible. But like what was? Did stuff went wrong or?
I've had a couple of tough ones. Yeah. In fact, there was one time when I was supporting Ed Sheeran. It was the last date of that over in Belfast, and two strings snapped at once, which is quite a difficult one to deal with. So sometimes one will snap, and I can either get the guitar to be restrung very quickly, or I can try and transpose as I'm playing. But having two go made it seriously difficult. That was challenging. That one.
What did you do? Did anybody? I don't know. Did you borrow one of Ed's?
No, I did transpose as I was playing, but it was that hard.
Yeah,
it's hard basically. So that was sort of taking up all of my attention, and trying not to panic in front of lots of people. Trying to play it cool. Emphasis on try.
Well, I'm sure you did brilliantly.
Well, hopefully, fingers crossed.
All right then. I think let's ask the question: what's Ed Sheeran like?
He's wicked. He's a really cool guy. I have nothing bad to say about Ed at all. He was
obviously
he was
yeah.
It's a funny one because we became good mates just before it all blew up for him. I met him on the gigging scene in London, and we became mates and started sort of hanging out and writing and stuff, and then it's all just gone crazy ever since. He's just gone from strength to strength. So it's been amazing to watch. It's very inspirational, and it makes it all sort of seem achievable. Because I've watched him at each sort of step of the way.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, he's rocketed. Yeah, he's done pretty well for himself.
Yes, he's done all right. Yeah.
song with Taylor Swift, which
That's
I
right,
think is the pinnacle. Is it not? Is that everybody aspires to?
I mean, he's on tour with her at the minute around America, and the venues is it's stadiums around there. So I think it's about 50,000 a night and stuff. It's pretty insane. Yeah, it doesn't get much bigger than that really. Full sold out stadium tour.
So if you started this on the same ilk as Ed Sheeran. So if someone, I don't know, say someone sat at home saying, I can write pretty good songs, I'm pretty good with a guitar.
Yeah.
What advice have you got for them, really?
Well, tough one. I mean, for me, I sort of did it the old school way. Really, is once I'd written a few songs, I went out to any pubs or open mic nights or anywhere that would have me play, and just started gigging a lot, writing a lot, recording songs and getting them out there, and starting up the social media kind of things, Facebook and Twitter and all that kind of stuff, and just getting on with it has been my way. I haven't had a label funding it all up until this point. I'm about to sort of sign a licensing deal for the album to get that released, but until now it's just been me and my guitar and hard work ethic, I guess. Just getting out there. That's how you get heard, is by going out and playing. Was my way of doing it anyway.
Well, you mentioned your album, so
yes.
Where can we get it? When's it out? What's it got on it? Tell us all about it.
Okay, the album, it's called Room for Light, and it's going to be out on September the 23rd. What's it got on it? It's a 12-track album. Some reworkings. I've recorded 3 EPs so far. There's a couple of songs from there that I've either reworked or fully re-recorded, and then there's a bunch of new songs as well.
All right, good work. And is it going to be iTunes, physical album?
Both. Even we're getting some vinyls done actually as well.
Really?
Limited run of vinyls, which I'm really excited about. Yeah. But it will be on iTunes and physical copies and everything. Yeah.
Okay, Twitter question. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
All right. Would you rather go back in time and meet your ancestors, or go into the future and meet your great-grandchildren? I love Twitter.
That's a good one. I would.
That was from Laura Songhurst.
Okay, good. Hello, Laura. I think I'd go back in time. I think the future's. Yeah, I'd go back in time and meet my ancestors. That'd be pretty cool.
What time period?
Caveman times. Take it right back.
All right, literally to the genesis of everything.
Let's go and tackle some dinosaurs or something like that.
You take a dinosaur. All right, what's your favourite kind of dinosaur?
Probably the T-Rex. I think the T-Rex. Although it has got those weird little arms, but it was a pretty mean machine.
Best interview ever. Right. Okay, we're going to go to Avicii and Wake Me Up, and then we will be back. Keep it locked, everyone. And we are back, everybody. Hello, how's it going? I'm glad you didn't go away, because we are talking to Ryan. Hello.
Hello.
We've the couple of tweets we had in were from your diehard fans. Or sorry, two of them. I don't want to annoy all the other diehard fans. I know how Twitter can turn on people. But your two
I know.
fans.
Yeah, Laura and Sam are fans from. I think they're in Brighton. They've come to Brighton shows and London shows. I think they're Brighton based. Maybe they'll tweet and let me know.
There you go.
Yeah.
So whilst we were off the air, you were saying that you toured with Newton Faulkner.
Yes.
How was that?
That was amazing. Quite a surreal thing. I mean, he was a massive inspiration when I first heard his album Hand Built by Robots back in the day. So I was sort of a big fan back then. So to now sort of be friends and working with him and touring with him has been unbelievable. Very, very cool for me. Very, very cool.
That must be just like the guy who kind of, maybe not got you into it, but kind of greased the rails, as it were, got you on the path towards it. And just then, I'm going on before him.
It's really weird to be honest, but really, really cool. He's an amazing musician and a great guy. So it's been an absolute pleasure, really, a privilege.
Has it hit you yet? The kind of, oh my god, I'm doing this. It's it's my dream. I'm doing.
Sometimes it does. To be honest, I'm always sort of head down, cracking on with it and stuff. And it's either when people say it to me or when I actually have a moment to slow down and think about what's been going on, or when I see it written in a biography or whatever that on the website. And It's cool. I'm happy with how things are progressing. It's good.
I heard somebody say you're not famous until you've been slagged off on the internet, and then the newspapers get hold of it. So I haven't heard anything bad of you yet. So you're doing well.
Cool, but I'm not famous yet because I haven't been slagged off.
You're not. So try and do something horrific in Stoke. You never know.
No, that's all right. I can hold out. It's all right. It's fine.
Right. Okay. So, quick recap.
Yes.
Things coming up.
Right. I guess in order of things happening, September the 9th is when Old Scars, my first single, is out. September 23rd is when my debut album, Room for Light, is out. Yeah. And then in October, I'm doing my Room for Light tour around the UK, which is coming to Stoke at the Sugar Mill on the 24th.
Woo! Definitely. Well, to be honest, I mean, we'll obviously plug it on our website a couple of times, but the Sugar Mill is brilliant. Excellent. Around here, it is like the place for live music. So
I'm looking forward to it. Brilliant.
Well, thank you very much for coming down and joining us.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me down.
We've had a live song off you. By the way, the live song, if you missed it, do not worry. We will put that on our YouTube site. As well, we'll put the links to it on our Facebook, Twitter, etc. Oh, your Facebook and Twitter, what are your names, in case people want to follow you?
Yeah, it's at Ryan Keane. Keane is spelled Keen for Twitter. And then Facebook is facebook.com/Ryan Keane UK.
Well, thank you very much for joining us. And I wish you all of the luck in the world for that tour coming up.
Cool, thanks a lot.
I will definitely be coming to see you.
Cool, I'll see you then. Cheers. All right, bye-bye.